we've explored how we think, solve problems, and judge. This final segment turns to the achievement that may define our species more than any other language. The fact that I can arrange sounds or marks and reconstruct a thought inside your mind is, when you stop to consider it, astonishing. Language is a structured system of communication, and it's built in layers. At the bottom are phonemes, the smallest distinct units of sound, like the B and P that separate bat from pat. Combine phonemes, and you get morphemes, the smallest units of meaning. Some morphemes are whole words. Others are pieces, like the S that makes a word plural, or the ed that puts it in the past. Combine morphemes into words and arrange words by the rules of grammar syntax, and you can generate sentences. And here's the deepest feature. Language is generative. With a finite set of words and rules, you can produce and understand an infinite number of sentences, including ones never spoken before in human history. That open-ended creativity is what makes human language fundamentally different from animal signaling. How do children acquire this staggeringly complex system, remarkably fast and without formal instruction? They babble, then produce single words, then short telegraphic phrases, then full grammatical sentences, all on a strikingly universal timetable in every culture and language. Children even make revealing errors, like saying "guad" instead of "went," which proves they aren't merely imitating, they're extracting grammatical rules and over-applying them. The linguist Noam Chomsky argued that this near-effortless acquisition points to an innate capacity for language built into the human mind, a biological readiness to learn whatever language surrounds us. And recall the critical period. That readiness is strongest in early childhood and fades with age. Finally, a fascinating question. Does language shape thought? The linguistic relativity hypothesis, associated with Benjamin Whorf, proposed that the language you speak influences how you perceive and think about the world. The strong version, that language determines thought, that you can't conceive what you have no word for, has not held up. But a softer version has real support. Language can nudge thought in subtle ways. Speakers of languages with more precise color terms can distinguish those colors a bit faster. Languages that mark time or gender differently can tilt attention in measurable ways. Language doesn't imprison thought, but it does leave fingerprints on it. Step back and consider the whole of this chapter. From the concepts that organize experience, to the heuristics that speed and sometimes mislead our judgment, to the language that lets minds meet, these cognitive abilities are the heart of human intelligence. And intelligence itself, what it is, how we measure it, and the fierce debate surrounding it, is exactly where the next chapter begins.